All right, what's up, guys? It's Mitch or Deity. We have our first patch notes for Etheria restart. Before we get into those patch notes, though, I've been streaming every night on Twitch and YouTube. So if you guys are not following the channel, I've been doing a lot of carries for Phantom Theater and things like that, but just showing up builds, and I am slowly progressing my account kind of quickly. I'm level 42, and I today finally got a good upgrade on my dieting. So I've been trying to get dieting boosted up to the best of my ability. I did get this banger piece from, it was one of the packs, but yeah, there's a pack that has a crit chance, crit damage one didn't turn out too good. This piece had a lot of potential, but it rolled all effect accuracy, but it's not the worst. But overall his stats are looking really good, so this is like my pride character. But overall I got 3 mythical all boost. I did just get the general assault, but I got an 18 speeder, so now I'm stuck with this, so I cannot get max damage on dieting for a very long time. But it is what it is. If you guys ever are curious on my dieting damage, he's my favorite character in the game right now to play. I use him in all dungeons, but I'll make a whole video on him later. But we're gonna go in and we're gonna check out the patch notes. So this first patch of the game, kind of a big deal with what's going to come, and we can see the consistent rotation of how they're going to release patches and give us information. So this will probably be a consistent thing every night, every week, every other week at this time of night. But we're going to end up having a 1-hour server maintenance tonight at some point. I don't know how to do UTC conversion. 11 a.m. for me, so in X amount of hours. But we get 200 Hydra Crystals for that, so at least we get, I don't know, is that 2 summons, 2 stamina refreshes for me. That's what that's going to be. But we have 2 new characters coming. So the first one is Holden. He's a reason character, which I learned recently is red. I'm trying to learn all the different elements, but he is a red character, and it is going to be a defense-focused balance character, weakens enemies through powerful counterattacks and AoE dispel effects. This is big if he has a strip on his skill 3. So right now, Heinrich is one of the very few characters besides a 4-star that also has counterattacks. There's a 4-star, it seems like she's basically this guy, but this just will have more than the 4-star. But he needs a strip on his skill 3. So the hardest level of Terramatan, Inferno, and he starts with immunity. So Aurora and Terramatan, I believe, both start with immunity within the fight. So with them having that, you need to have something that strips. And right now, the only consistent thing that isn't the 4-star is going to be Heinrich, unless you want to build the 4-star character. I can't think of her name. You guys will let me know in the comments, but she's green, and she has the ability to spell to 2 buffs if you skill her up on her skill 3, which is good. And she was going to be pretty much what you had to use to get that immunity off on turn 1 to land all your debuffs past that. But now potentially we have a new option, and if he does work with him being reason, we can use him in both Aurora and we can use them in Terramatan. So that means 1 build for 2. The nice thing is we do have Borg for strip on skill 3 for Aurora if we had to go that route, but if he takes up both, that's fantastic. I'll just focus my Borg for PvP. So going into this, he combines survival, disruption, and consistent damage output capabilities, excelling in high pressure combat situations. So cool. So that is Holden, and he was not in any of the betas. He looks pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I like him. But now Hoyan, design-wise, probably my favorite character that was in the betas. She is super sick. Sometimes she has a headband on, other times she does not. I don't know the difference. I guess when she's in whatever extra form. But in the beta, she's like an anti-cleave style character. Whenever she receives damage, we don't know Holden's full kit, but Hoyan's we do. It seems like they're keeping everything the same. Maybe we get surprised and they change a little bit, but she has the ability to where she gets hit down to where she's about to die. She procs her skill 3, an extra skill 3, so you use skill 3 on her turn, weaken something, and then if it's whoever hits her and procs her into having basically what would normally kill her, she will counterattack with that skill 3 again, which does a lot of damage. And if it kills something, whoever attacks, hopefully you kill it, it will revive a character on your team. If it doesn't kill, then you're just out of luck. I tried to use her in the beta. I had, or not just a beta, I had dev accounts for different tournaments I was in. I did not find her to be that good in the meta. The only place I would potentially use her was in counter cleave style thing. So when the opponent was just taking a bunch of squishy units and trying to beat me in turn 1, she had the potential to win that fight. But characters like Messiah skill 3, if you skill up it to 2 skills, it ignores passives, and Hoyan's ability there is a passive, so Messiah can just one-shot her and not have to worry about it at all. And so Lentz can use her skill 3 to block it. There are already counterplay options to her. So, and her damage, whenever I try to use it against characters that were tanky, such as Rahu, Tiamat, I was hoping she'd be good against Tiamat, but those characters are so tanky, even though she has insane damage and defense penetration on her skill 3, it just didn't do enough, but maybe now it will. Maybe there's some kind of multiplier change. We'll have to see. But from what I saw, it seemed the same. Either way, she's a usable character. Some people are talking about using her in Doki Doki. If you have Romocha, I do not see any reason you would ever do that. Maybe in the hardest difficulty, pairing her with Romocha for a little bit extra damage on top of that as your 5th character outside all your supports. Maybe some potential there, but we'll have to see. But these banners are going to be starting tomorrow, it looks like, 6/14. So both of them will be, so there'll be 2 different banners you could summon on. It won't be the same banner as what it looks like. I don't know. And one of the pictures I saw, they were both on the same banner. So I was a little bit worried that it was going to turn into a 50-50 banner trying to summon on them. But I will be pulling both of them and testing them out. Next up, we have the new, is it only 100? It's $100 to pity a character. It's 80 pulls. And 1 pack gives you 84.20. So that's the cheapest game. Man, every other game, it's so expensive. But if I had to, worst case scenario, I could get both of them for the maximum price of 200, which is insane if you think about it for a game that's 2 Nintendo Switch 2 games. But whenever you're used to the other gacha games of the style, that's amazing. So I'm happy about that. Now, they do also have skins, so new outfits for each of the characters that are coming out, which is cool. And then release time, again, is this 4 o'clock SVT on the 14th. I do not know time conversion as to how many hours that'll be from when I'm uploading this. Now, we also are going to be having Guild Wars starting, so GVG content after the maintenance ends on the 13th. So tonight, on June 16th, will be the opening of the new GVG content. So you want to make sure you're in a good guild. You can join my Discord and try to find active guilds or active players. I've been streaming every night on both Twitch and YouTube. So we've got a massive Discord. It's from other PvP gachas such as Raid Shadow Legends and Epic 7, mostly Epic 7. Raid is a new addition, but a lot of those people are playing, and there's going to be unions you could join within there. If you're having trouble, it's just an extra resource, or you can go in there to try to recruit. We need more people recruiting, if anything, because no one wants to lead a guild, it seems like. So if you are a person who thinks you could lead a guild and want to get some players, Discord link will be down in the description. Now, that is it, but the United GVG is a gameplay where Union Hyperlinkers participate together in joint simulation combat. Using Unions as a core unit, Hyperlinkers can freely deploy troops, defend their own base, and break through enemy fortresses, plunder massive resources, and experience the thrill of large-scale multiplayer battles. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a 3v3 content, 4v4 content, 5v5, who knows? You'll probably set bases, I'd assume. But like Raid Shadow Legends is a 4v4 Guild War content. I'm about to go do mine right now. Epic 7 is 3v3. So who knows how they're going to design this? I'm going to guess it's a 4v4. But you never know. It could be a 5v5, and that's going to be an absolute chaos match. It's going to be really fun. So I'm excited for all this. This is a great start to this game. But it's just going to come from here, what they decide to do for balancing. A lot of people are mad about the Shadow Sanya thingy, but most of the people weren't even to Aurora using her yet that are mad about it. They're just planning to build her. So the thing is, I still use her in my Terramatan level 4 team, and it's a manual team, but I beat it in 45 seconds of the clear time. It takes longer because I'm clicking the buttons, but either way, she's still a great character for a lot of challenge content. So the characters do need to be nerfed, especially in PvP. For the PvE nerfs, the idea there is just one character shouldn't be able to beat 9 different contents. They want you to beat the game slowly. So kind of understand that whole Shadow Sanya thing from a game developer standpoint. Yes, something is a little bit broken in the game. Maybe we need to balance it so that people can play the game for long and get more enjoyment of trying to build teams for this hard content versus just cheesing it with just the same strategy for each. So I agree on the nerfs. I'm going to agree on almost every nerf that they do. I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 that I get mad about, but I just have to think of it from a game company standpoint. They want this game to last. Doing decisions like that is a good thing. Now, another thing was the 2x events. Those of you guys are curious if we're having a 2x event. Nothing in here about it. I am on the edge of against everybody else on that. I think 2x events in gacha games should be a once-a-month thing at the end of the month, and a game that is brand new like this, definitely don't release it too early. The casual player isn't to a point where they can be farming anything value yet except the Animus EXP, but they're probably not even to the highest level of that. So if anything, a 2x event should not come until maybe at the end of the first month of the game, in my opinion, but I could see us getting it potentially next week or something because everyone's complaining about it. So Etheria Restart seems very adamant about keeping the player base happy to the best of their ability. They're listening to feedback. Any feedback you guys give me, I can pass on to them as well. So all of that is big. Let me know your opinions of the game so far and what you think about their nerfs and things they are doing. I try to stay as far away from any kind of drama, whether it's with people or in game, so like other creators and stuff like that. I generally don't cover it, but maybe I'll start covering the whole drama of all of that. Now they do have a bunch of fixes here. I'm not going to go over the bug fixes. That's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you all after this update. I actually have another video coming out very soon about your resets. A lot of you already missed out on doing this, but next video we'll be talking about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just you have to wait to click on it. If you're new to the channel, if you want to subscribe, I don't know anything. It's a shill right now. So hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.